Hello. Hello. Hello team, how's it going? I just got up from a 2-hour power nap situation. What a time. What a time. Isn't it crazy you can like waste extra hours in your day if you want to? Hey Carbon, what's new? I mean the character. The character's new. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, sorry. You're painting a male troll cat. And have I done this before? I don't know. I have not done this. Might have done one. Definitely wasn't a lot. I don't think I have. This is speaking. What are you, Sunshines? Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything you want to tell me? Oh, I don't know. Celebrate Easter. That is something I don't really do. I mean, I did whenever I was a kid, but like, as an adult, man. But is that a thing I should celebrate? Am I missing out? Where did your stream go, River? Hey, Mappa. Stream died 2 times? Why did it die? What did you do? Did your PC just turn off or like what happened? Hello, Crit. Welcome. There 2 hour mark just started lagging 2 times. Damn. Must feel bad, especially with a new PC. What? Why did that happen? OBS has not been using the best Twitch server. Hum, 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 hum. Yeah, but you'll definitely be able to solve it, right? Like there's nothing unsolvable there. More writing time for other people to call your hard work AI. What? That has never happened. Also, with me streaming it and having the video proof and everything, I don't think that should happen. Just do a little mild research and you'll see me working live. So, I feel like they should give my work a lot of trust. Am I right? Am I right on this one? Look, Quack. You're welcome. How's it going, guys? What is new today? Dude, I've been taking these like evening naps, and it definitely like it takes away from your day. 2 hours, I just pretty much erased 2 hours of my life, and all because I wanted to eat some pastries. Paid for that with a sugar crash, and then you all know how it goes. You all know how it goes. I don't think I've ever painted a male troll. I've done females like a couple of times, but never a male. It's gonna be interesting. Probably want to separate this just right away. Open. Yo. Welcome. Everything's going, my dude. What's going on? Gonna get back into another drawing session. Perfect timing. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Let's do some art. Anything for getting better at drawing it from imagination? Uh. Hmm. Yeah. I came up with those like years ago. I still they feel hold. I feel like they still hold on, truthfully. Uh. I think how to phrase them. Like I feel like drawing from imagination is kind of like its own practice. So you'll feel very uncomfortable at first, but then as you keep going, like you realize that you're getting better with drawing from imagination. So it's not like you need some information from outside so you can, you know, come back and do it from imagination. No, it's just like the art of drawing from imagination itself is where you'll be getting better at. Also, I would say just like give yourself some time with it. Like, you know, don't rush if it doesn't come, you know, if it doesn't come together at first. Just like keep trying, keep reiterating, and like, you know, for the most part, I realized that I kind of knew how everything looks. I just cannot get there from the first try. So like I would, you know, paint, it doesn't look right. So I change things, paint again, doesn't look right, and I change things, but then at some point it will look right. So you kind of know where you're like, you know where you're going. It's just like, you know, the road there might be a little derpy. Well, minus, you're welcome. I don't know. I hope that made at least some sense. I mean, you 100% can figure it out, yeah. The only way to make less mistakes is to draw more. Yeah. You know, I'm not really sure where is the point where you can actually, recommend people start doing it. Like at what level of art should you be starting paying for imagination? I have no idea. But I would actually think that it's quite early. I think that whenever I started doing it, like I was barely struggling at all. So I guess it's probably way earlier than we think. Got a good eye? Alright. Like perfect vision and stuff. Can see the last letters on the, whenever a doctor checks how good your vision is, you can check the last letters there. With just one eye. So have you never drawn from imagination? Like it sounds like you're asking it and you'll be doing it for the first time. I kind of think even whenever you're using a reference, you're still getting a lot from imagination, is what I'm thinking. Oh, you've been doing it for 2 years? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, bro. Hidden sauce. For hidden sauce, I guess, what I like doing, especially for drawings, I don't like mapping out the whole body right away from imagination. It never worked for me. I like just kind of constructing it bit by bit. So like you do like a head, and then you attach a neck to it, and then you put on a torso onto it, and then you do like an arm, you know, this kind of way. And doing this from imagination, I found this like that's the best poses I ever did like in this method. Hello, Marie. Well, I kind of like the creepy look that I'm getting with this guy, with this guy, like this predator vibe. Hello, Trunk. Just thinking, maybe rotate face a little bit more to the left again. Dude, I was looking through art streams today to just watch along, like paint along whenever I was doing my personal art. God damn, dude, everybody just painting anime girls. Like, there is no life on this platform. It's just like all anime girls. And you know, like, don't have anything against them, but god damn, there is no variety. It's fascinating. Same, yeah, like it's even wow. For real paint? I mean, there are like really good painters who I like to watch. They rarely stream though. Like that's the thing. Like there are good guys here. It's just like they're so few in between. Yeah, like some enemies like really good. And dude, I end up watching it to be honest. Like I just end up finding the anime that I like the most, and you know just by the art skills. And there's nothing wrong with it too, like, you know, like, it's... I understand that it's just pretty much the anime, it's just the expression of your artistic skills, right? It's like, you know, be it Troll from World of Warcraft, or an anime girl from Genshin Impact, right? Like, it's all the same, like, it's just like the way you decide to paint it. But, god, there's so many of them. What is Zikawa? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I watch her, like, I click on her stream all the time, because usually whenever she's streaming, I'm free. And, yeah, I. She does work in, I would say, in the same area, like, that I do, right? Like, it's the same, you know, even subjects, it's same style of painting, but there's just, one vibe with the way she does things. For example, on the Arcane, dude, you've probably seen her like do the Jinx and Echo painting for Arcane. I just, from the moment I joined, I could not unsee like the way Echo's head is painted. Or like, I just cannot stand it. And it's one painting for like 5 weeks or something for her, because I assume that's the only time she's working on Amazon stream. Yeah, like she's a really cool person. Just like something about her art. Which I guess I'm like hard to please, right? Like I'm so picky with what to watch. So this guy, the reason why I wanted to paint this exact pose is that he has like a very cool spear that has a bunch of skulls on it, and I wanted to place it right behind his head so they kind of like surround his portrait. It's kind of like it's pretty creepy. It's like it's from, if you guys know the game Forest, this spear like looks like it's from that game. Like it's from Forest. But does fit the Predator vibe a lot, though. We can definitely say that. I really wonder what's the YouTube streaming scenes like. Like, is there even like, can you even search for art in there? I haven't even try to like look for anything there. Or same art piece for weeks, harder to watch compared to new paintings every few days. Yeah, I can imagine, like, right, that's the reason why I'm doing these. Because I was in the same boat. It wasn't like for weeks, but it would be like at least for 1 week, you would see just one piece. There are people who I absolutely love to watch, like Daniel Correa, I think, right? His second name, Correa. But Daniel basically is really cool. Some other people too. There was a guy who I discovered, Sam something something. He's like a professional concept designer. He does some stuff on the stream too. Was just lurking there. He also paints pretty cool. White brush. Dude, I swear I heard this name. I don't recall the art style though. And I think he was recommending to me as well. Because I remember hearing that, like, or reading that in my chat too. Yeah, EO is gone. This is insulting. We lost EO to video games. I wouldn't even call his stuff anime, to be honest. Like, it is like stylized in this anime aesthetic, but to me anime is just like the repetitiveness. You know, like the same characters, the same like especially the same proportions of the characters. I would say his characters are all kind of like stylized in his own way. Like, I wouldn't even call his stuff anime. I mean, it does a little bit remind you of that, and sometimes I'm getting like sick of it. But for the most part, his broadcast is quite unique. Korean style vibe? Don't know, dude. It's just his own style vibe. You know, so many Koreans and they do exactly the same as everybody else does here. A lot of Japanese people too. People from Japan, they're also occupying this place, right? First they infested everybody with their anime, and now they're coming back. And like they're fighting within the infected area. Spreading anime deeper and deeper in our bodies. We also have those here. Yep. On Art Station. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really look into many people on our station, honestly. Posted on our station like first time in like half a year, maybe. First time in a year. And of course, more people getting the NFT message more and more. Just wanting to purchase my art. Isn't that something? Who wouldn't want to sell their art, huh? For thousands of dollars. Wow, dude, get me on. Please. Oh, speaking about emails, dude, there was this one guy who messaged me. So they run like a French WoW news website, and he wanted to write an article about me and my Warcraft art. Um, he was like asking for a lot of stuff, and first I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like I usually I don't like just emails, right? But then I was like, yeah, you know, sure, let's do an article, gonna be fun. But dude, the way he like talks to me is just like I own him or something. It's like it's like I'm getting paid to like he's paying me to get this article written or something, like it's my job. Just like at some point I just stopped replying to him. Like such a like I don't know, maybe it's like the French to English translation, but dude, like in that case he should like work on his language a little bit. Like straight up insulting. Attention got peak art. Mm. Do you find like it helps you? Like, do you find like it's good to look at peak art? I haven't been looking into much art recently, like in a recent year, to be honest. I've been consuming so much less art. I don't know, like my art's kind of going its own way. I'm kind of like enjoying it. Maybe I should though. Maybe it will add like more to me. Maybe I would have been much better off if I was studying others. Maybe I'm trolling. Hmm. Maybe I could have been looking at other art, copying other people as I used to do all the time, and I'm just trolling. I don't know though. You know, I feel like I'm getting better. Or maybe I'm just coping better, right? That can also, maybe it's some mental coping tricks that I'm putting onto myself. Scrolling art will make you better? No, but like, what if you scroll art, you have a habit of scrolling art, and then you find something that you really like, and you use it as a reference, right? Like, and without this initial scrolling, you'll never find what you even like. That's a good argument to be scrolling. I don't know, though. I don't know. Friend scrolls so much, but he doesn't draw. God bless you. Imagine. I mean, that it plagues all of us, you know, like, just consumption of information. It is fucking useless. I've gone for like a little bit more than half a week without like watching any YouTube and listening to anything, just sitting on my own. And now I'm like slowly getting back into it again, and it's just, damn, dude. Like, it's really tough to stay away from all of it. Hey, Death. How's it going? I mean, yapping, of course. Just depends on the situation. Depends on kind of like where I am at in life and like what the offer is and stuff like that. But yeah, for sure. Probably been like I don't know if I want it now or not. Like if opportunity comes, I'll think about it. But on my own, I don't know. I'm kind of chilling. You know, sitting doing my own stuff. I don't know if I'll do better with like strict hours and stuff like that. Maybe I would. I would definitely like to do freelance for studios though. Like that's just like X5 money. Same word with X5 money. And bar. Congrats to your friend. It might be worth it. I don't know. Isn't that get bored of creating art every day? No, really, no. I mean, that's my job, you know, like, you cannot... I feel like with your jobs, it's like a little bit of a different judgment. You do not allow yourself to get bored. But honestly, no, I'm not even that bored. What about you, Death? You ever getting tired of Artin? Especially recently, I've been doing so much art and I've been even sneaking in some pieces for myself too, so definitely not getting bored. Oh, Boyle? Yo, what is up? In gas? Hmm? Excuse me? How is that old internet meme? Like there are any other kind of memes. This one is from the internet. Wow. Being going full time is illustrator, but getting started is really tough, especially staying consistent. Oh, you thinking about going full time, and I mean you're struggling to keep staying consistent. I feel like you should go full time only if you're like if you've kind of you've been consistent for a while and you know that you can do it. It was like they'll be way safer. I don't know, I think it's very, very manageable. Like, it's a very enjoyable job. Or you have just to be in the right mindset. You have to learn how to stay consistent and everything. Learn how to enjoy it. I don't understand how the spear works. Like this one is quite a complicated shape. It's the whole weapon is just, I think I misrepresented it a little bit. Hello, broski. Yeah, welcome. How's it going? I'm drawing a troll. Like, it's a World of Warcraft character commission. This troll in the forest. In this, like, jungle. Trying to go for this, like, predator-like vibe. What are you up to? Empty to character design. Hey, nice. I'm not that much into character design. I'm just mostly in illustration, but I've done um, a little bit of that. But yeah, I mostly just enjoy painting characters and not designing them. However, definitely learned a lot about character design via just illustrating them. Because, you know, I've painted like hundreds of characters and definitely tells you something. Like, one are just like, some are just so much better to paint than others, and it's all due to their design. Like, this character, for example, doesn't fight me when it comes to like coming up with a concept for illustration, when it comes to like rendering it and everything. It's just like, it's very nicely designed. Like, the vibe is already there just for me to illustrate it. And if some characters, it's kind of, you know, it's not clear what's going on with them. They kind of look strange. And then it's up to me to, like, sort of correct that within an illustration. And it's all due to the design. Well, Emily, I'm using Clip Studio. Boys, I'll be right back. I want to get myself some tea. Right, some tea has been acquired. Hello, Horny. Yo, hey Sunshine. We have you lurking? Yeah, we have a chill stream today. Drone is looking nice. Thanks, bro. Right, so a little bit of a recap. Latest piece, 420 likes. Not that bad. Better than the previous one. Kind of ramping up in likes, ramping up in social media engagement. This is nice. How are we doing on Blue Sky? 117 likes. Great. Getting in some numbers. Getting commissions done, you know. Doing God's work. What are you up to, Horny? What are you doing? Doing any Artin by any chance? Dude, I skipped like 2 hours of this precious day today just by sleeping. Took a fat 2-hour nap. God damn. What a way to just skip a part of your life. Not the worst way, to be honest. You know, could have been scrolling. Could have been scrolling. Could have made it better. Like, could have made it worse, rather. Mr. Mel, hey, hello, bud. Yo, what's going on? Do you have a like a quiet stream today? So tall goblin. Mm. I feel like this is super obvious that it's a troll, though. A tall goblin. God bless you. That's like that joke was made on purpose. Like 100, that person 100% knew what they were doing. Should have banned them right away. Chillin' goblin. Okay. Hey, brother. Yeah, 18 already, and now I just checked Blue Sky and another message. Do you still have any $110 slot open? Hell yeah, I do, brother. This troll race is the most ugliest? What are you saying, River? Hello? Okay, we have a message on Instagram from a person with anime on their profile, and they're saying, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Dude, this is suspicious. Like, whenever somebody with an anime avatar just messages, and like anybody who's just like, how are you? They start with a small talk, that's never a good sign. Do you know, like trolls? I do like them. Like I don't play one myself. I used to play whenever I was playing on a private server, like back whenever I was like 14 or something. But especially this one, like painting this one, dude, it's like a predator, right? Like he's like hunching over. He has like all these like skulls, all the spikes, all the knives. Like that looks pretty terrifying, you know. This is very cool. Like my dragon definitely doesn't have this look. Hello, Goshen. Organization looks interesting. Got any gigs yet? Yeah, like not a lot. Got like some work, but mostly just personal commissions for people. Not that much studio work. I got like what they called book covers. A little bit of a book cover commissions. Probably Carsey. And like even recently I had somebody reaching out to me on Discord being like, hello. Hello. How are you? Good. Can I help you? Like just like you know, they wouldn't get straight to the point. They would take like a day to reply. And it would be like this, you know, hello, how are you doing? Like so like just small talk for no reason. And dude, it ended up being an artist looking for commissions. Bro, what are you doing? You're like God damn, like it. Mind if I ask more questions? Yes, of course. A coin? Yeah. No foreplay in my DMs on Instagram with anime girls. There is some lighting, but it definitely is on the darker side, yeah. I mean, it's kind of... I feel like it fits the character perfectly, this kind of scenario. Maybe we'll push the contrast a little bit more just to showcase him. Just not, you know, let him get lost in the whole thing, but I mean, it's definitely kind of what I'm looking for in this one. Where did you get your skills? How long you been seriously practicing art for? Almost 5 years, and just sitting at home painting, you know, self-taught. Was kind of following with some like YouTube tutorials at first, but then just pretty much kind of went on, you know, my own journey of just like studying other artists and like trying to understand things for myself. This kind of stuff. Really, surprising doesn't even take that long to get like to where I'm at. 5 years. God damn, guys, like it'll be in a month. 5 years. That's so... Oh, it's actually a lot of time, honestly speaking, but like... God damn, a time well spent, that's for sure. Imagine doing something for a decade. Is there anything that you guys been doing for a decade? Wait, how old am I? I'm just thinking... Am I turning 26 or 27 this year? Or 27, 28? Just depending on that answer, it will be a decade of something in my life. Fuck, I forgot. I should ask my my girlfriend. I think it's 27, right? Like, it couldn't be turning 28. That would be disgusting. You've been drawing for a decade, broski? Nice. I feel like I've been like... No, dude, I'm definitely 26. I'm not 27. Hell no. But yeah, so I guess next year I'll be just exercising for a decade. And I feel like doing that for a decade taught me so fucking much, man. Even from like 5 years to 10 years, damn, so much like just knowledge and experience. Currently completed a rut, not knowing what to do in art and thinking of trying to make my own games. But it's too tough to try to teach myself and stuff. Any advice? I mean, definitely kind of lower the bar for yourself. Making your own games. First of all, that's not even an artist's job. An artist's job is to, you know, paint stuff, not to do games. Doing games, like, it's... I mean, depending on the games, but it's like, you know, a whole team. different people doing different stuff. Like that's making a game. Like if you're an artist, that's not necessarily your job. $34? No, I'm not 34. Maybe I've been at some point, but not anymore. I feel like I'm probably 26. I mean, I literally did River. For 26, you looking nice. Shut up. What is this? What is that supposed to mean? For 26. How about like you look nice, period, huh? Has it been productive 11 years though? Yeah, just before the stream I was watching video of a guy and he's been talking about like, you know, he pretty much just like knows like a powerlifter who's like 70 years old and still like, you know, does incredible stuff. And he's been talking about, you know, like just the decades. Imagine like somebody is doing, you know, something for like 5 decades. Just like think about it, right? Like think about the amount of knowledge, think about the amount of experience, the amount of expertise you build up over all of those years. Isn't that incredible what you can achieve? And just imagine like, not even like what you can achieve, but imagine talking with a person like that. Imagine how much knowledge they hold. Imagine how much respect you will just have for them for just like sticking to something for so long. That is incredible. I mean, I feel like I've done a lot in just 5 years, but imagine what I'll be able to do in 10. Damn, that would be... Just to stick to something for 10 years is a fucking, you know... That's an achievement on its own. The last time you've been burned out from doing art? I mean, I've never been burned out from doing art. You've been being scammed for 10 years? That's not something that you do. That doesn't count. It's something that people do to you. No, and I think like I have like quite a different perspective on the burnout and stuff like that than most people. I feel like people who get burned out just approach things wrong. You know, like let's just think about it. Let's say you you stay at home and you play video games. Like, is it correct for somebody to ask you like if you're playing every day or not? Or like, you know, kind of admire the hours you put in? Or does it cross anybody's mind to ask if you're burning out from playing video games or not? Which, like, if you're doing something that you truly enjoy, then there would be no place for burnout, no place for, like, you know, not doing it every single day, stuff like that, right? So, like, it's just a matter of getting art to a point where it's, like, as fun as a video game. Hey, Planzen. 4 out of 18, those are commissions. So we're doing the 4th one out of 18 currently. Already did 3 this month. So you see where I'm going with this coin? We just, you know, kind of have a different mindset, trying to enjoy it rather than... Dude, burnout is like whenever you're expecting something and you're not getting it, and you're pushing through the like uncomfort of not getting it, still expecting it to come, and that thing not coming for you, and then you just give up. You know, burnout is pretty much like giving up on stuff because you've been like desiring it too much. I expect nothing. Like, it's just kind of what I just accepted it as my life, you know. I just wake up and do art. And like, where's the place for the burnout? Like, I'm not chasing anything. I'm not like trying to accomplish anything. That's just like what I do. Right? So if there is nothing to chase, then there is nothing to be disappointed about, and then there is nothing to burn out of. You are art, right? Like, if you're just playing World of Warcraft, like, you know, nobody will ask you if you burned out or not. Hello, Alu. Artin, considering how complex art can be? Yeah, but like, you just show up and do your best, and kind of... you don't really think about it as much. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, not really not thinking, but like, you don't, you know, hold yourself to like such kind of like a big standard. You don't like chase anything. You just like, you're just doing stuff. And in reality, people who are quote unquote chasing stuff or like trying to accomplish things, the only difference is in the mind. Like, they're kind of... the act isn't like doing stuff, and you're already doing stuff. You just don't expect anything. But they do stuff, and they expect things to happen. They're just pretty much putting themselves in this like dangerous zone where like if they actually don't accomplish stuff, they'll just burn out, right? But you're in this safe space where you do stuff, yet you don't care if like anything... I mean, not like you don't care, but like you don't wait for it to come out of it. It cannot be. When I stop chasing things, begin to happen. The journey is the goal. Things take care of themselves with consistency. Yeah. The journey is the goal. I sort of don't get that. The journey is the goal. Come from Russia? Why is that? Yeah, for sure, Kenobi. And I feel like people underappreciate how much it matters if you like enjoy the stuff that you do. And if they don't enjoy it, you know, like what I feel like is the biggest difference between like people who ask me about the burnout stuff and like myself, is that if they don't enjoy stuff, they kind of take it as a face value. They're like, oh, you know, I'm not liking it, you know, it means that it's not for me, or, you know, they think it's the end. But to me, is You can definitely work on it. Like you can enjoy stuff more or less depending on how you view it and depending on like the way you approach it and shit. Speak a little bit like a Slavic dude, yeah. That tells me that you are probably a Russian yourself, if you guessed it. Yeah, correct. For example, it's been the biggest thing for me that I don't enjoy working on commissions, and I really, really enjoy working on my personal art. It got to a point that I ended up doing like half a half. So like I would do like 50% of my art would be art that nobody paid me for. It would be personal art, and the rest 50 were commissions. But like I knew that it wouldn't be able to stay like that because you know I have to make a living doing art, so you know I cannot just like do most of my art for fun, not get paid for it, and then still kind of pay the bills with that behavior. So I ended up like really like it took me years actually, but like just thinking why is personal art so much fun for me compared to commissions? Like what's the difference? Why does it suck to work on some pieces and why is it so much fun to work on others? Like why can I spend like 12 hours a day, forget to eat, forget to like do anything and just like work on my personal artwork and then count like minutes while rendering the commission? You're from India? Oh, really? God damn. It's just that usually historically people who've been guessing the accent are also from like Slavic speaking countries. Interesting. Maybe my accent is extra bad today. I'd love to do commissions, but can't come up with anything personal to you. I also see that happening. For me, like I'm kind of explaining the state where I was whenever I had like a lot of commissions, right? So like I can do pretty much commissions non-stop, steady streamline of requests, and I just don't want to. You know, like I start working on one and I kind of there's a lot of resentment that I have towards it. Like I don't like the character, I don't like the idea that they had for it. I kind of didn't like most of the stuff that people were commissioning me, and it took me so long to really understand why is that and like how to fight it and shit like that. I didn't cut the slots in half. It just like not that many people have reached out. At least yeah, I've just opened them up. Commissions for cars, airplanes, motorcycle, or whatever with some character. No, really, I've never been commissioned to paint anything like that. I pretty much just do Warcraft characters. Pretty nice progress in 2 hours, to be honest. I'm really happy with where this piece is heading. Like even the environment comes together and everything. Recently I've been really struggling with backgrounds on these quick ones. But this time around, kinda the commissioner just like asked for a very specific thing. I put it on and like from the first brush strokes it was just clicking right away. It's like kind of jungle, forest, swampy area. I don't know, it just kind of like works out. But yeah, whenever, even with commissions too, like, and it's just like sitting through hours and hours of painting, like, you're supposed to make it fun for yourself. I feel like it's such a different mindset whenever somebody sits down and they think, okay, I need to like finish this artwork today. And they're like all wrapped up about finishing this artwork, and maybe it doesn't come out as good, and then they try to rush it, but you know, they don't make it, and it's like this frustration that builds up. And imagine this, and then the mindset of, all right, I'll just sit down and I'll paint for 4 hours. You're sitting down painting, you're realizing maybe that it's like a little bit boring, and you're thinking to yourself, how do I make this not boring? Since I still have like, you know, 3 hours out of these 5 left, and I'm bored, like, okay, how do I make this activity not boring? Because, you know, I'm gonna be sitting here for the rest of my life painting. That's my thing now. And then, you know, like, then it's a battle that you can fight at least. That's at least a problem that you can address. Come up with ways for you, you know, for you to make it less boring and stuff like that. Meanwhile, whenever, if you just need to finish the piece, if you're rushing it, there's sort of nothing you can do. You're kind of destined to fail. Right? Where was I going with this skull? Where is it? Where is it looking? God damn, I cannot tell. Whatever, we'll just paint and it's sitting in the same direction. What are you guys thinking? Where are you at with that? Like, do you just permanently enjoy doing art, or is that a challenge to you? I swear, I feel like that's the biggest thing that separates me from other people who do art, especially people who I know in person. I know so many artists who are like, dude, they have like mental struggles with painting, and whenever like they talk about doing art, it's like such an emotional experience for them, like so much negative emotions are just attached to that activity. It's insane. During doing sketches and everything else isn't as fun. No, I meant just like the people just doing art for them in general, like any kind of art. They have, like, as I said, this like resentment build up towards it, like this kind of negative pile of emotions that they don't bother like fixing. Maybe I should just give up. Imagine asking like on the kind of like advice on art blocks and productivity and stuff like that, receiving it and then be like, you know, actually, fuck it. I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, like, you know, I'm thinking right now, very, very early thoughts in the baking, but, I just started remembering, like, all the kind of the mental stuff I've been doing to, like, just, like, make myself paint more for more and more hours, where at some point I just stopped caring and, like, I just, you know, painting to me is just, like, a natural state of being. But I'm just thinking, like, what if... Like, I always, kind of rationalize like my decisions. Like if I'm doing something that means that I came to a conclusion in my mind about it. But what if it's not even about the techniques that I'm doing and like rationale about it? What if it's just, you know, like I'm just kind of mentally kind of tougher. I don't know how to say that. Like I'm just kind of mentally more resilient to, you know, this kind of bullshit. And what if it's not even the tricks and the stuff that I used, and what if the advice that I'm giving out is kind of like bullshit? Because it wouldn't work on you. It only happened for me because I was just, you know, maybe not as sensitive to like some stuff. Maybe more sensitive towards other stuff. You know what I mean? So maybe you should give up coin, right? Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Let's go, like, let's do baking. Let's bake cakes. This is what it's all about now. Because art's difficult, but with cakes, it'll always be on demand too. Do you think there'll be a year in this world whenever people wouldn't want to eat? No, you always get hungry. I always get hungry myself, I can tell you that. Right? You'll always be on demand. No giving up, Or you don't like the cake baking idea? Dude, I would buy your cake. I would buy and eat the whole thing in front of you. Just so you can see your creation getting devoured. Absolutely destroyed. I would assert dominance with that move. I know. But will you be able to, Coin? Will you be able to take my job? Can you paint a predator troll in a jungle forest? Dude, I have an upcoming commission of a Vulpira rogue in cyberpunk style. You know? Will you be able to paint that? A Vulpira in... Vulpira in cyberpunk? You just do it in lines? But bro, Vulpira from Cyberpunk wants some paintings. Wants some shapes. I definitely just wouldn't do it with only lines. Bro, I'm so excited for that piece, by the way. They even sent me like a video. You know, the vibe for it from the video. Like it's kind of interesting when other people are that invested into a commission. Like into their character, I guess, too. Yeah, absolute heresy of using lines instead of just painting. God damn, dude. I've been teaching my ways for years here, and actually saying years just made me think, imagine streaming for a decade, right? We're on our way, it's my 3rd year now. Bro, imagine streaming for a decade and I would still have 20 viewers. That would be fucking depressing, honestly. I mean, it's going in that direction, right? Like at some point, like along those years, you'd be like, okay, like I'm actually, I wasn't born to be a streamer. Like this is probably enough. Hey, Xaden. Yo. Xaden, is there anything you've done for a decade? Is there anything that in your life that you've been doing for like 10 years or more? Some people are in that path. Dude, I'm definitely on the path there. Like 2 years and like everything is kind of stays the same when it comes to my stream. The engagement, the viewerships, everything. So like I'm definitely I'm on the right trajectory to hit it, like the decade of streaming with like zero success. I don't have good numbers, Flazen. For the amount of hours I put in, for the like time I've been here, I've had better numbers too in the past. This was crazy. Hello, Mina. Yo, evening, sunshine, evening. How you doing? Bro, I feel like if you don't have 100 people on your stream consistently, you're kind of trolling. Like that I wouldn't call it a serious stream. You know? That is just like an outside metric. Obviously, you don't have to have like a successful stream. You know, that's the point. Like it's not all about the outside metric. You do whatever you want to do. Streamers on our category all low numbers and slow chat, but there's because our streamers. I mean, true, but also sort of not true. I mean, there are obviously people pulling like massive numbers, active chats, like a lot of viewers, big engagement. Like it's not like it doesn't happen. So like it is possible, you know. We all know that. I just accept that I'm doing something wrong, or I just suck at streaming and I need to get better. Just like, you know, after 2 years it was time to like face the reality. Doesn't mean that, you know, I should give up or anything. But just like, it's just a fact. We can all acknowledge that, right? Even the biggest one have low numbers compared to any big streamer on TV. I mean, that is if you compare like the biggest streamers to the biggest streamers. But like the big streams in our category, like what? Even like up to 600 viewers, dude, that is insane. Those numbers are crazy. That is so many people. I feel like if you're getting more than like 100 like viewers, that's already a lot. Like you're already successful, I would say. Before that, you're kind of trolling. And to be honest, like if you sink 10 years into something and you're not successful, you're probably there's probably something wrong there, buddy, right? So like that's kind of where I'm heading with this. I mean, comparing to like the biggest streamers, the art like comparing streamers from art category to like the biggest streamers, yeah, that's just like not fair. Art is just so much niche. But we can compare ourselves within the category, right? All those VTubers, anime girls, right? Like they're all out there, and we're in the same boat, you know. Most successful art streamers on here are the industry pros and anime artists, so it's names and the subject. I don't think so, Alo. No. That's not even... no. Like, industry pros, fucking, they do so poorly here. Like, hello? Have you seen... I don't know, like... Dude, Yeah, there are giga professional artists who are like pulling less euros than I do. How much did the biggest one in the art category get? One, maybe 2k? Dude, I haven't kept up. Like, sometimes it would open and it's just like a girl painting on her tits, and she has like 3,000 viewers, and it's under art. Art, we all know what kind of art that is. 80 plus viewers, but that's not a lot though. And also there are some who don't pull that. Like Daniel, for example, he has like maybe, same viewers as I do, maybe even less, and he works for Magic the Gathering and shit like that. Like he's giga professional. If anything, like it's worse for pros because like they cannot stream most of their work if they're working in the industry right now. Twerking used to be on arts as well. God damn. Oh guys, do you remember that day whenever they like uplifted NDA? Or like, sorry, not uplifted NDA, what did I just say? Whenever they changed the rules on like what's allowed and what's not allowed. And for some reason everybody just started drawing fucking porn on here. And then ended up getting banned one by one. Damn, what a good time that was. I was sitting here streaming, painting my normal art. Oh, that's when it was in the art section? God damn, we were just like all consumed by the anime porn. I guess nobody noticed working. Oh no, wait, I do remember. Yeah, just like literally streams of just like almost porn playing. Yeah. People are retarded. Got banned for painting a nipple? You deserve it, bro. Let's be honest. Like, what were you doing? Oh yeah, the big furry guys too. Bro, they've been waiting. They've been sitting there in the corner, waiting for that moment. The gay bears from Fur Affinity, like, just crawled out from their cave. Oh yeah. Fun days, fun days. But yeah, now just like all anime for the most part. Maybe I can scroll right now. Art. Like for example, what do we have here? Right. Bob Ross. Dude, how like Bob has been topping the category forever. Editing, very not interesting. I don't know what that is. Sexual themes. God damn, what is going on? Okay, never mind. That's actual art. Watching anime. A woman. Anime. Furries. Like, like where are? Okay, can I close her broadcast? Like, where are my people? Where are all the like the fantasy, the paintings? Why do we have anime here? Like I don't know about you guys, but traditional art to me, that's like the most like unappealing stuff to watch. Like I couldn't care less about traditional. Like I probably care tradition. One thing I care less about than traditional is just 3D. 3D is like even worse than traditional. What is going on here? It's just like two same anime girls. And they have like syllables in the chat. Okay. Squirrel. Yeah, see, like, I don't feel like I'm... Oh, there I am. I don't feel like I'm represented, you know? Like, there are not enough people who paint. It's all anime. This is nice, but this is... I mean, I guess just nice. Freelance artist from Taiwan. Coffee game plate armor my favorite. We should interact a little bit with people who are also painting. Send this and just go. Enough. Just leave immediately. Close the tab. Like nothing has happened. You will be doing 400 to 150 euros on art. That means you'll be on top of the category doing art. I mean, yeah, you'll be at the top. Now we at a fucking bottom, guys. You know, we're not doing too well. And that's after 2.5 years of effort, right? Showing up. That says something, you know? Probably wouldn't watch 3D modeling either. Yeah, that's the most boring stuff like, in this reality. I get how like doing it is a little fun, but like watching it though, god damn. God damn, is it trolling? I feel like what I can definitely do is that I can stream for longer and I can stream in the mornings as I used to. And I can switch up my content as well. Like I can do not illustrations, but I can paint characters on a like a blank canvas. And that is somehow gonna be more interesting for people is what I'm thinking. Just said that I currently cannot try out this theory because I'm in need of making more commissions, just like making money. Because I'm starving, you know? Haven't been eating much these days, guys. Just so you know. Gotta work, gotta pump out commissions, do art. Do that Vulpiro from Cyberpunk. Yeah, Mega. When you eat, you also get brain fog. It depends on what you eat. Like, if I eat any pastries or anything like that, anything with carbs really, I just fall asleep. Like I literally just it's incredible how like consistent it works. So I pretty much just eat like kind of no carbs, and then I don't get any brain fog or sleepiness or anything. Damn, I've been putting on the wrong layer. This blade is kind of little out there. Also don't know what it's doing with its shape. Let me grab this one. You refuse any commission? Oh yeah, of course. Even recently there was a piece the guy wanted to commission. He was insisting on keeping the proportions the way he had them in the reference and not in the in-game model. And on the reference there was a girl with just like balloons, you know, like the tits that are insanely, like we're talking fucking massive. Like we're talking twice, like twice as much as like the biggest tit you've ever seen. I was like, all right, buddy, like this is, it's all great, you know. I love this kind of stuff, you know. She looks incredible, but this is not what my art's about. Money is money. To be 110 too, so like, I just don't want for people to think about my art like, you know, like this stuff. It kind of devalues a little bit what I paint, you know. Because, like, it's easier to build kind of like the audience, get attention to your art if you do porn, right? And just like, if you're going the hard route, if you're not doing any lewd stuff, if you're not doing any porn, anything like that, anything that gets you easy clicks, if you're going the hard route, and like, why would you ever just sabotage all of that? I mean, they weren't asking for anything explicit or anything like that. It's just like, still, I'm kind of like, yeah, like, I see my art like a little bit different than this. I want to. The reason is that my girlfriend's asleep, and she's sleeping like, you know, there is our bear, just right besides me. So I would love to actually wake up and just to stream, you know, for like 6 hours or something, just like working on not even personal art, like the commissions and like this and everything, you know, just doing it in one sitting, and then I'm free for the rest of the day. But yeah, just you know, currently cannot do that, unfortunately. It's a chill stream today. Terrifying nightmare? I get nightmares very rarely. But recently I had one as well. You forgot to turn on the stream and you know what happened? What did you... Did you start beating off? There was one case that I didn't know that my YouTube stream kept going. Like, I turned off the stream on Twitch, but I didn't know that my YouTube stream was going. And... I mean, I didn't start doing anything. I kind of went to the kitchen to have my dinner, but it was kind of awkward. Because people could have heard me talking with my girlfriend. You don't stream with webcam though, River, so that that wouldn't be that bad. I mean, not as bad as you had a webcam, right? That would have been a goddamn fiasco. Wait, what do you do just like right after the stream? God damn. Feel like looking at some avatar or webcam, like after you used Lil PNG's avatar. Wait, what? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it, River. What did I do? I mean, so you switched the model and people liked it more? Oh yeah, I mean for VTubing it's the biggest thing now. Like it's literally what the content's about. I'm surprised that you're not talking on your stream. Started stream, so no reason for me to talk. Damn. I feel like it would add to the experience. You're still chatting with people, right? So there was some interaction. But yeah, I guess it's like if you don't like doing it, and like combining with drawing, and yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would say they're terrible streamers though. Hey cat, you lurking, brother? Even even if EO is like super popular, is because of like his art and like the Korean audience. It doesn't mean that he's like a good streamer though. And then Yuki is just pretty much trolling too if he streams. Like he, doesn't interact, doesn't do anything like that. So to me, like taking dinner breaks during the stream is kind of nuts too. You just go away for half an hour. God damn, dude, you're having a broadcast. But hey, it's working for them, right? So like, what do I know? If that kind of broadcast is like doing better than mine, then probably I should probably take a dinner break as well, right? If that's such a thing. Speaking about dinner breaks, Sunshines, I think this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today. It's been a nice stream, 3 hours of progress. To be honest, the progress is pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with what I've been able to accomplish. Tomorrow we're gonna finish this bad boy. Move on to something else. People taking the stream to their dinner. Shower, shopping, steam. Okay, that's a little bit too much. That's excessive. There's no art more in there. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys.